Richard Hunt, Cedar Man Walking Out of the Log. This monumental totem pole, Cedar Man Walking Out of the Log, was carved from a 775-year-old red cedar that once grew near Port Renfrew. This giant, measuring 2 meters in diameter, is the widest totem pole in the world. An indent on the back indicates that First Nations had at some point in the past cut planks from this ancient tree to make their homes, a vivid illustration of their bond with red cedar since time immemorial. It is the work of Kwagu'ł master carver Richard Hunt. Hunt explained how he came to carve Cedar Man. I was really excited at the chance to work on something so huge, and I thought about how I could use the log to its fullest width. I decided to carve Cedar Man, the spirit of the cedar tree personified. For inspiration, I used the Cedar Man figure on Mungo Martin's memorial pole in Alert Bay that my father carved. In 1988, the log was donated by the Macmillan Bloedel Company, and Hunt began carving, right here on site. The process became a public spectacle. Bleachers were set up, and people visited day after day to watch Hunt work. He used jumbo-sized tools to fit the task: shipwrights adzes, double bit axes, and chisels with blades 3.5 inches wide, almost double the size of the largest chisels in most carvers' toolkits. Soon a figure began to emerge, a 6-foot-tall head with 16-inch eyes, holding a talking stick over 4 meters tall. The top of the log was left natural so people could see the size of the log, and it forms the hairline for the Cedar Man. On the chest, there is a copper, which represents the wealth of Kwagu'ł families. The skirt represents the traditionally worn cedar bark skirt. On the talking stick, the representations are all family crests. The top is the Kwagu'ł, baby thunderbird, which represents Richard dancing the tamed hamatsa. The killer whale in the middle represents the spirits of our great chiefs, and the man at the bottom represents a Kwagu'ł family member. A totem pole this massive could not be raised in the normal fashion, and a crane had to be brought for the occasion. When the pole was officially dedicated, members of the Hunt family attended in full regalia, performing their traditional dances to a huge crowd. From ceremonial skirts to masks used in dances like the hamatsa, where young initiates shed wildness through a sacred cedar-clad dance, the cedar tree binds the Kwagu'ł to their land and legends. From afar, Cedar Man stares down at you, alive, stepping from the log. Here, the world's widest totem pole immortalizes not just a mythic narrative, but the enduring dialogue between the First Peoples and red cedar, a monumental testament to the resilience of their traditions and the supreme creativity of their art.